Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. My name is Leon Jones. Tonight's topic, I'm going to talk about why some women have a low sex drive or low libido. Before I get into that topic, because I'm basically keeping some balance, I talked about ED, erectile dysfunction, in last night's video for the men. So I want to talk about the libido or the low libido in women, and particularly the age range is basically 50 and older when it comes to men and women with low sex drives. Now, there are different medicines out there for men, and three of them I know. There's Viagra, there's Cialis, and Levitra. Now, the FDA did approve one for women not long ago. It's called Addy, and it's spelled Addy. It's supposed to enhance a woman's sexual performance as well. Now, from some of the reviews I've read, there have been some concerns about it because just like Viagra, there are also side effects with Addy, like nausea and dizziness and insomnia. But basically, when it comes to low libido with women, there is types of hormonal imbalances that are found in menopause, perimenopause, and postmenopause. They commonly result in a woman's decline in sexual desire or low libido. The main culprits are progesterone, testosterone, and estrogen. Now, with progesterone and estrogen, basically progesterone naturally decreases production during perimenopause. This can result in an estrogen dominance, which effectively causes low libido in women. This imbalance often causes vaginal dryness, vaginal atrophy, which is a loss of muscle tension, and decreased clitoral sensitivity. The other consequences of an estrogen dominance, well, that goes with mood swings, weight gain, and fatigue. And to add to the problem, too little estrogen causes similar vaginal problems. Now, when it comes to testosterone, you always hear that word thrown around when it comes to men, but women also have testosterone as well. When it comes to testosterone, though, it's basically reduced ovarian function caused by hormonal imbalance or a hysterectomy that lessens the amount of testosterone that a woman produces, especially in postmenopause. While testosterone is mainly considered a hormone for men, it also serves important purposes for women. Now, in terms of libido, testosterone for women serves to heighten sexual response and orgasms. As a result, low testosterone causes a loss of libido. Now, experts say that loss of desire and low sex drive may be directly related to lower estrogen, progesterone, or testosterone levels, which often happens during menopause. Now, low libido in women is the most common sexual complaint made by women, up to 30 to 40% of them. Even younger women can feel the effect of a hormonal imbalance as it relates to their sex life. Now, when it comes to the solution, just like last night, it's not always the medicine that you need to take. Well, the solution is even an unhealthy diet may cause symptoms like fatigue, which contribute to low libido in women. This makes it very important to value nutrition and exercise. Now, the Body Logic MD programs include guidelines for a healthy lifestyle that will optimize your natural hormone therapy. Essentially, to avoid a low sex drive, hormonal balance is crucial. So, bioidentical hormone therapy repairs the damage caused by a hysterectomy or menopause by finding the hormone equilibrium your body needs. This means that these symptoms that are caused by the loss of libido, such as what I named above, and I'm talking about the bioidentical hormone therapy, it's often relieved, resulting in an increased sex drive. Now, your body, Logic MD, affiliated doctor treats each patient's situation uniquely because hormone levels are evaluated using comprehensive saliva and blood testing. What health professionals use, or what Body Logic MD uses, they use again the bioidentical hormone therapy with proper nutrition, supplement, and fitness to correct any hormonal imbalance. Bioidentical hormone therapy helps out women's hormone levels, making them feel sexy again without any adverse side effects. Now, if you don't believe that the program works, contact your own family doctor if you have sexual issues. And I want to tell everybody this. When it comes to sex, for some reason we tend to sweep it under the rug. Even with a balanced diet, when it comes to a relationship, and this is just my personal opinion, I believe that we've gotten too busy for one another. We seem to concentrate too much on work, kids, school. Many of us, when it comes to work, again, we're working longer, and parents don't have date nights anymore. There's no communication between married couples. In fact, there have been many people who have married, and I've been married myself, so I know how it is. The first couple months are okay. But then once both of you get comfortable with each other, well, that desirability disappears. In any relationship, you have to keep the fire lit. That means you have to constantly be doing something different if you want it to last. I can't tell you how many people blame it on a lack of an erection or dryness. Certainly that is part of it. But the bottom line, when it comes to sex in a relationship, you have to have a healthy relationship. And parents, don't center your whole life around your kids or grandkids or other family members. Your relationship at home is very important. You can keep each other stimulated by, number one, having a date night, wearing something sexy for one another, communicating properly, and taking time out for yourselves. Today's parents, when they center their whole lives around their children, they're trying to get their children to like them. Well, that's not going to do your children any good, because in the real world, do you think anybody's going to like your children? No, nobody's going to care about your children. But again, this video is not about your children. This video is about how to build better sex lives. Yes, you need to maintain a good diet and exercise, but it's actually spending time with each other to reassure each other that the partnership that you all have means something. And in today's culture, a partnership doesn't mean anything because we're too stuck on our own agendas. And when it comes to sex, in some marriages, it becomes non-existent. That's problematic. And this is where the cheating occurs. So, if you want to maintain a healthy sex life, yes, you have to maintain a healthy relationship by trusting and communicating with one another. You don't have to depend on Viagra or Addy. You don't have to get stressed because of work, because that's a part of it as well. You don't have to stay up all night with all these worries, because that leads to anxiety and depression as well. And these health effects can destroy a relationship. Also, what causes a sex drive to go down the drain? You have issues such as smoking. There are also issues such as drug and alcohol abuse. I can go down a list on and on and on and on. But the main culprit in most relationships today is that partners don't spend time with each other. They take each other for granted. And if you do that, your sex life is going to go down the drain. Doesn't matter how many drugs out there you need to boost testosterone and libido. The ultimate goal is you must maintain your relationship by doing something different each and every time. Guys, you got to look sexy for your ladies. And ladies, you got to look sexy for your men. And you have to communicate each other. And you have to let each other know that you love each other. Also, your relationship has to be number one. And that's what I put in my 52 Rules of Dating. And you can go hear that radio show I did on the 3rd of July in its entirety, because it's very important. Because I see a number of people in relationships today, and this is not a relationship video, but this is the nuts and bolts to why there is erectile dysfunction and low libido as well, because of the way your relationship is going. So to make it healthy again, sometimes you got to go get counseling if you all can't communicate with one another. Because going to get another partner outside of your relationship is going to damage your relationship even further. So the best thing to do, besides having a good diet and exercise and sleep and reducing stress and depression, is to make sure that your relationship is healthy. And once you do that, everything else will come up in your relationship. And that includes your sex life. Because believe it or not, a lot of us don't want to talk about it, but sex is one of the areas at the top of the list that individuals will step out on their partner to get. Because if you're not satisfying each other in the bedroom, somebody else is going to satisfy your partner. And when one or both of you steps out of the relationship, it can damage it. Certainly, there's forgiveness, but once it's done, that trust may or may not come back. That just depends on the person. But the bottom line, you must always remember never to take your relationship for granted if your relationship is important to you. And that's my commentary for this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show for this evening, Saturday, July 8th, 2017. You can tune in to the 411 Talk Zone radio show every Saturday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. I didn't have the radio show tonight. I'm going to try to run it tomorrow because I had some computer issues, but my computer is back up working. So I'm going to try to have it tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And I'm going to do other Blog Talk Radio shows as well when I get deeper and deeper into these YouTube topics, because information is very powerful, but a number of us don't talk about issues such as sex, mental health issues, psychological health issues, because we're too afraid. But these issues are also important because they reflect on how you behave in everyday society. So, if you want to get in on all of my topics that I produce on Blog Talk Radio, the guest calling number is 215-383-5785. And if you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 411 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube so I can continue to give you quality information for educational purposes from a professional and mature perspective. Now, on this channel, I don't engage in debates, emotion, or controversial issues, nor do I participate in drama or unnecessary bickering. Why? Because it's counterproductive. What I do on my channel is give you information that is educational so you can utilize it in the real world. Because if you don't understand the real world, you're going to struggle, because there are a lot of components in the real world that are very challenging. So what I'm doing is giving you the information that I research, and I'm utilizing my own personal experiences so you'll have a tool that is realistic and positive, because knowledge is power. And if you have a business, a topic, or a new YouTube channel that you would like for me to discuss on YouTube or Blog Talk Radio, please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. And if you have a comment, please leave your comment in the comment section under the video. But make sure that your comments are pithy, no bloviating, pettifogging, or filibustering, if you wish to opine. Now that's it for this video. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Remember, please be gentle and respectful to each other, and have a wonderful and blessed night. Good night.